The Labour Party welcomes everyone, irrespective of race, creed, age, gender identity or sexual orientation, except, it seems, Jews. This is your legacy, Mr. Corbyn. Under your leadership, Labour is no longer a safe place for all members and supporters, whatever their ethnicity or faith. Thousands have resigned, and thousands more feel unable to attend party meetings because of the toxic culture you have allowed to divide our movement. After initially defending the racist mural in East London, you admitted to being unable to recognise that it was anti-Semitic because you didn't look closely enough. You still haven't opened your eyes. After your staff shielded anti-Semitic conduct from the party's disciplinary rules, you said, "I do not intervene in cases, my office does not intervene in cases." You still haven't told the truth. We are not asking if you are an anti-Semite. We are asking you are accountable as leader for allowing anti-Semitism to grow in our party and presiding over the most shaming period in Labour's history. You still haven't accepted your responsibility. Labour cannot fight racism in society if we cannot deal with racism in our own party. We cannot be a credible alternative government that will bring the country together if we cannot get our own house in order. Your failure to do the right thing will lead to the failure of the Labour Party being able to make our country a better place for the people and communities we seek to serve. It's the style of your office and your followers to deny the truth of the message and denounce the messengers, whether they are party members or whistleblowers from Labour's head office. But we cannot stay silent while younger, braver party workers and members speak out. You have failed to defend our party's anti-racist values. You have therefore failed the test of leadership. This has been signed by 60 members of the Labour Party, peers, in the House of Lords. This was an ad taken out yesterday in a newspaper, brought up in PMQs yesterday, which surprised me. And I'm going to play Jeremy Corbyn's response when Theresa May brought it up.
Just today, 60 distinguished members of the Labour Party have written in the newspapers, "The Labour Party welcomes everyone except, it seems, Jews." This is your legacy, Mr. Corbyn. You still haven't opened your eyes. You still haven't told the whole truth. You still haven't accepted your responsibility. You have failed the test of leadership. Apologise now.
Jeremy Corbyn! Order! The right honourable gentleman will be heard. Attempts to shout down are down market, they're low grade, they're regarded with contempt by the public, but above all, they won't work. Be quiet. Jeremy Corbyn.
Mr. Speaker, this party was the first to introduce anti-racist legislation into law in Britain. This party totally opposes racism in any form whatsoever. Anti-Semitism has no place in our society, no place in any of our parties, and no place in any of our dialogue.
Recycled and a flex. What a shock. Almost as if he cannot see past his own blind spot, which actually is relevant here for accepting responsibility, denying the truth of the message by denouncing the messenger, which is what he did after the flex and the recycled answer by attacking the Conservatives on Islamophobia.
And when 60% of Tory party members think Islam is a threat to Western civilization...
But it has to be pointed out, of the two, the one who has been more public and dealing with the relevant religious hatred within their party, the Conservatives arguably have done a better job. Some have said that perhaps these lords should be deselected, but unfortunately that's not how it happens, as unlike MPs, a peer cannot be deselected. There is a process to remove them, but it's not going to happen. There was a consequence for a couple of the peers though. I believe Deputy Leader in the Lords Baroness Hayter lost her position as Shadow Brexit Minister. This was shortly after she accused Corbyn's team of bunker mentality, with the party spokesman accusing her of being grossly insensitive to Jewish people, which seems a bit ironic that they acted on that accusation of them not tackling anti-Semitism by performing what is considered to be bunker mentality to get rid of her from a post that actually made no sense, in the sense that she is and it's argued to be, the biggest current Labour Party supporter, the biggest supporter of the current version of the Labour Party. Even she spoke out and she lost a position. Shocker. I'm sure they're looking for ways to get rid of the others while we speak. Robert Peston, a political commentator, who I somewhat respect actually, put out a fantastic thread on all of this, and I have it on the screen for you now. I think this covers everything adequately. The peers essentially have told Corbyn that he has failed a test of leadership. And there's more to this really, because it's not just the peers that are going in on him. The party's deputy leader also backed a motion which would automatically exclude members based on if they've been accused of racism, sexism, misogyny, homophobia or transphobia, which is considered a radical overhaul in the party's complaints process. This auto-exclusion, though, would only apply when there is irrefutable evidence of discrimination, and will be debated next week at the National Executive Committee. The motion has been signed by Tom Watson and 4 members of the National Executive Committee, which include MP George Haworth, Councillors Alice Perry and Nick Forbes, and Society's representative James Asser, which could be interesting if it got approved, but if it didn't, it wouldn't surprise me. Other peers that have spoken out include Labour Baroness Hilary Armstrong, who in an interview with ITV News said it took too long for the party leadership to get a grip on the issue, and that this is now going on for so long we are deeply frustrated and also deeply ashamed. I have to, in the morning, look myself in the mirror and say, what have I done to actually make sure my Jewish friends do feel safe in the Labour Party? What am I doing? My membership of the Labour Party is longer than Jeremy Corbyn's. I am steeped in the values, the ethic, the morality of Labour values, and these offend my Labour values fundamentally. She did also indicate that the party is trying to deal with it internally with the Lords, but they're not really getting very far with it, because the party is refusing to listen to the peers. Shocker, a party that doesn't actually like the peers is ignoring the peers. All in all, this has become quite a big scandal. Now, a lot of people are calling Corbyn out for this. It is now getting to a point where I don't understand how he still has his seat. I don't understand how he hasn't left. Then again, he failed a vote of no confidence before, and he's still there. I don't understand. Yes, I can debunk a few of the accusations of anti-Semitism, but unfortunately now, there are too many. And the fact the party is so quiet on this, there is no full disclosure, it's all secretive, it's clandestine at best, is a damning statement for how poorly this politics is being done. The irony of getting people to sign non-disclosure agreements, by the way, all while claiming to not like them when it comes to internal investigations, is just pathetic. And the Labour Party, the one that from the lowly peasantry community should be voting for because they're meant to stand up for workers' rights, could never consider voting for, ever, unless the party had a radical change. You may have introduced anti-racist laws, but that doesn't give you a free run to be racist.